Hey, we're working on Project Cheap Jeep here. In the last couple videos, I have lifted the Jeep about 4 inches. But when you do that, if you have a Y-link type steering, this one here, that's a Y, it's going to change your alignment. So now that we've got the lift on here, we need to do a new alignment. So today in this video, I want to show you how I do what I call a redneck alignment. Step number 1, lift the vehicle up and take the wheels off. Step number 2, put the lug nuts back on the rotors so that they're tight. Step number 3 is to have the vehicle somewhere near ride height and lower it back down onto something. I've kept the jack stands over there for safety reasons. In case it were to fall off of here, it won't fall too far. But I've lowered it back down. It would probably be best to do this on the ground, but for video purposes I need to get it up high so you guys can see what I'm doing. But what I've done is put it up on some blocks, and then to keep it from friction I've put a steel plate there so that I'll be able to adjust the alignment without it trying to have too much friction. So you could do this with it just jacked up in the air, and I've done that before. The problem is it's going to change very, very slightly when you have it on the ground because this it's just going to kind of bend out slightly. Not a whole lot, I don't think, but once you get it set up like this, let me show you the next step. Now I've showed you how to do this before with the tires on. Doing it this way is going to be much more accurate. It takes a little bit more time to set up, but it'll be more accurate. So you're going to take a square or something very, very straight and put it right here and clamp it down somehow. I'm going to use a magnet, welding magnet, and make sure it's pretty level, straight, sticking out like that. Now we're going to do that on the opposite side as well. Now I should mention, the farther you can get it to stick out, the better. And of course it needs to be flush with the brake, like that. So next we're just going to take a tape measure and we're going to go from one side to the other. And we're going to take a measurement from as far back as we can get. From outside to outside we're at 59.5 on the back here. Now let's measure from the front, 58 3/4. So that is huge. That means that it's towed in quite a bit. So what we need to do is take a wrench, open this up, and this is a collar. When you spin that, it's going to lengthen it or shorten it. So we need to spin it and lengthen it out so that whenever we measure these two, they're very close as you can be to equal, but just slightly in, just a hair towed in, and we'll be good to go. Let's do that. Now let's try to think why we're towed in so much. If you visualize this, you'll be able to see it. What we've done is we've lifted the vehicle here, and that's made our pitman arm basically come up higher, which brings this bar right here up higher. This is our drag link. So it brought the end of that up higher, which moved this in, and it kind of shortened up the distance between here and here because that pivoted up and shortened from here to here as it pivoted up at this point. So let's loosen this collar up here. Oh, man, that's really tight. I've been soaking it with some PB Blaster, hoping it will loosen up, but it looks like it is on there good. I'm going to have to work on this and move the camera out of the way. There we go. So every time you turn that, you're going to need to come back and measure it again, and you're going to have to measure both sides because both sides are going to change. Once you get both sides where you want them, in my case that's just a hair shorter on the front than in the back, then you're good to go, and you can just go ahead and tighten these back up. Also, when you go to measure, make sure you check right here that it's flush against the back. You don't want it to come out and then mess up your measurements. So make sure it's sitting flush. Alright, well that's it. Now we can put our tires back on and we're good to go. So it may not be as good as a computer alignment, but it gets you really close. And if you feel like you need one after this, your tires will thank you on the way there. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe.